Alright, hello guys, welcome to today's video tutorial. Today I'm going to be walking you through how to install this Flutter script directly from codecanyon.net. So the first thing you want to go ahead to do is to open your preferred browser and type in codecanyon.net just the way it is here. And you're going to see an interface like this. You can go ahead and search any other preferred script that you have in mind. It's still okay, but today going to be showing you this Flutter AmazCart e-commerce Flutter source code, Android and iOS. So this is the view of these. Let's get ahead. We're going to add this script to carts. The process we want to do right now in order to purchase this script. So first of all, you want to go ahead and add this script to card, and then you're going to see the license type. You can select regular or extended. You're going to go ahead to increase your quantity. Once that is done, you can go ahead to check out. Proceeding to check out, we're not going to be doing that in this video because we've already purchased this script. So, but you can go ahead to you know input your credentials and all the requirements and make sure they're correct, then you can go ahead to purchase. Yeah, it's a straightforward process. So once that is completed, the next thing I want to show you how to do is to get the tools that are needed in order to start running your Flutter application. So here in Flutter, this is Flutter's official documentation site. You want to go to docs.flutter.dev/install. Learn how to install the Flutter SDK. So we're going to go straight right into it. Click on the quick start and then proceed to set up and test drive Flutter. First of all, you need to confirm your development environment. For those of you using Mac OS, you can go ahead and select Mac OS. If you're using Windows, you go ahead and select Windows. And then we're going to skip this second step, which says download prerequisite software. We sort of like need it right now, so we're going to come back into it. So, because we want to do this manually. So if you have VS Code already, good. But if you don't, just follow me. We're going to be using this manual download. All right. So if you prefer to manually install Flutter, follow these instructions. So we're going to navigate in here. Um, then this is if you've never set up or developed an app with Flutter, you can go to this link in order to get started. So yeah, back to choosing your development platform. You can select Windows. For me, I'm using Windows, and then install and set up Flutter. So what you want to go ahead to do is to download this SDK bundle by clicking on this button. Current version of Flutter is 3.39.7. So once you click on this, your download is gonna get started automatically. So what you want to go ahead to do is to just wait for it to install. Then once it's done downloading, you want to go ahead to create a new folder um, where you will be storing your downloaded zipped Flutter SDK. Alright, so a typical example is going to look like this. So you can call that folder develop. It can be unique to you, but there's something to note. You have to select a location that sort of doesn't have special characters, So it's just going to be straight up names so that you avoid conflict. Once that is done, you want to go ahead to extract the SDK. You want to go ahead to extract the SDK with this command. This is the command for extracting your SDK. You just want to copy it and then update the SDK path and then the directory path. Your a typical example of it, or final example of it, should look like this, where you have your directory, your zip folder path here, and you also have your new folder path here. So once that is done, you want to go ahead to add Flutter to your environment path. So go ahead and first of all, you determine your Flutter SDK installation location, which I believe you already know this. You have this already. So what you want to go ahead to do is to navigate to your environment variable settings. The way you can do that is by clicking on this command, Windows and pause. And then there's a pop-up modal that's going to show there for you. Alright, so once that is done, you want to go ahead to add your bin directory into that path and then you're good to go. Click on OK 3 times, then apply your changes. To confirm and validate that your setup is okay, you can run these two commands here and you're going to see the versions. So once that is completed, you want to go ahead to install Visual Studio Code, and we're just going to come down here again, back here where we had the download prerequisite software, and we're going to click on this so that we can go to Visual Studio um, site. So down here, you can see the download button at the top right corner. You want to go ahead and click on that in order for your download to get started. So once you click on this, you're going to see four different options. And in these four different options, I'm just going to select Windows and then our Visual Studio Code is going to start downloading. So you select your location type. Once you select and it's completed, we can now go into our Visual Studio Code. We can now open it and then try to run our Flutter um, application that we just purchased. Yeah, so this is our Flutter script, just what we have right now. So I'm just going to show you a couple of things. First of all, in our popsite.yaml, we have the name and description of the application and some other configurations. We have all the dependencies being used in this project over here. And then we have our configuration for our assets and fonts. This is where you do the modification. You also have our splash screen. So this is how we're using Flutter native splash screen. You want to go ahead to check your main.dart. This is the entry of the Flutter application. So you look at some of the things that are being used and how they're being used, screen utils, get material app, and all of that. So this project generally uses getx as state management. And so one of the things that you need to do now is to try to run the application. So first of all, you can go ahead to do Flutter clean because you want to sort of like clean the application. So Flutter clean. So once Flutter clean is completed, you can now Flutter pop get. Now notice that after Flutter clean, a couple of errors came up in the application. Now this is due to the fact that we cleaned the application, so it's bound to happen. And Flutter pop get sort of like reinitialized and downloaded all of these dependencies again. And yeah, so what we can do now is to select our preferred device. And in our case, I'm going to be using a physical device here. You can use any of your emulators if you have emulators set up already. So I'm going to select this and then I'm going to finally run Flutter run command. This is going to run the application for us and then display it on our physical device. So that is how to purchase and run a Flutter script directly from codecanyon.net using your Visual Studio Code. Thank you very much and see you in the next video.